Chapter 12. Whoso loves knowledge loves correction, but he that is brutish hates reproof. A good man shall obtain favor of the Lord, but a man of wicked devices shall he condemn. A man shall not be established by wickedness, but the root of the righteous shall never be moved. A virtuous woman is a crown to her husband, but she that doeth shamefully is as rottenness in his bones. The thoughts of the righteous are right, but the counsels of the wicked are deceit. The words of the wicked are to lie in wait for blood, but the mouth of the upright shall deliver them. The wicked are overthrown and are not, but the house of the righteous shall stand. A man shall be commended according to his intelligence, but he that is of a distorted understanding shall be despised. Better is he that is lightly esteemed and has a servant, than he that playeth the man of rank and lacketh bread. A righteous man regardeth the life of his beast, but the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel. He that tilleth his ground shall have plenty of bread, but he that followeth after vain things is void of understanding. The wicked desireth the prey of evil men, but the root of the righteous yieldeth fruit. In the transgression of the lips is a snare to the evil man, but the righteous comes out of trouble. A man shall be satisfied with good by the fruit of his mouth, and the doings of a man's hands shall be rendered unto him. The way of a fool is straight in his own eyes, but he that is wise hearkens unto counsel. A fool's vexation is presently known, but a prudent man concealeth shame. He that breathes forth truth uttereth righteousness, but a false witness deceit. There is that speaketh like the piercings of a sword, but the tongue of the wise is health. The lip of truth shall be established forever, but a lying tongue is but for a moment. Deceit is in the heart of them that devise evil, but to the counselors of peace is joy. There shall no mischief befall the righteous, but the wicked are filled with evil. Lying lips are an abomination to the Lord, but they that deal truly are his delight. A prudent man concealeth knowledge, but the heart of the fools proclaimeth foolishness. The hand of the diligent shall bear rule, but the slothful shall be under tribute. Care in the heart of a man boweth it down, but a good word maketh it glad. The righteous is guided by his friend, but the way of the wicked leadeth them astray. The slothful man shall not hunt his prey, but the precious substance of men is to be diligent. In the way of righteousness is life, and in the pathway thereof there is no death. All right, let's go back up. Verse 1. Continuing in these Proverbs, these little sayings, these can be repeated because we find out there's some knowledge in them. These little nuances of understanding that come, subtle, and it's that subtleness that does it. It's there's no harsh correction in it. It's just a little subtle meaning, and we can ponder that later. And usually, it's a good thing to sit and meditate on how these apply, where we can apply these. It ain't to go around pointing fingers at people, but it don't help. Hurt to point a few fingers at yourself from time to time. We're going to pick it up here in verse 1. Whoso loves knowledge loves correction, but he that is brutish hates reproof. This one who loves knowledge, this one who loves to be corrected, he's looking for, and that's what it really is. It's about this self-correction. These others, though, that don't want to be corrected, that thinks they've already got it under control, they already know what they're doing, even though they never done it. They are kind of brutish. They're just kind of stupid, to just put it blunt, put it plain. These are those that hate reproof. They don't like to be corrected. They think they got it all. They know it all, and never considering. They have no respect or consideration for others, too. A good man shall obtain favor of the Lord, but a man of wicked devices will he condemn. A good man, a man of understanding, shall obtain the favor of the Lord. He's going to look to do that which is right. Why? Well, it's pretty simple. There's an understanding that's with each and every one of us. Ain't nobody going to try to get out of it. Some say, well, it ain't in me, and that would be a personal problem there. But this is going to be those that are trying to do good, those that are trying to do the right thing, always putting forth the correct foot, trying to make it a better place to live. Those are the ones we're talking about. They got a little favor with the Lord, obviously. But a man of wicked devices, will he condemn. These ones that are always looking to try to make a way out of that situation, and you know, the overall understanding is that always trying to take advantage of somebody else's work. 3, a man shall not be established by wickedness, but the root of the righteous shall never be moved. A man shall not be established by wickedness. This is not what is going to give you a good foothold here. The wickedness, you may be wicked, you may have done some bad things and think you can be written in history, but you know, that wouldn't be a good thing to be known of. The righteous, though, that's the ones that's not going to be moved. Those are the ones that we want to remember. 4, a virtuous woman is a crown to her husband, but she that doeth shamefully is as rottenness in his bones. A virtuous woman is just one that's got a little understanding about her. One who is, the word is ka'il, and it means to a woman that has some strength, has some might. She's efficient. She's got a little ability. It's really simple. She's got a little common sense. And that common sense is always going to come from the Lord. And the woman that adheres to that, that keeps that, we're going to find out, it's like a crown to her husband. Just like he's the king and she's the queen. But she that doeth shamefully is like rottenness in his bones. It's like a cancer. It's like a disease that's going to eat it up. And we'll find out these two have an agreement. And that agreement, very much like that agreement we make with the Lord, it's a contract. And that contract should not be looked upon lightly. But in today's society, you know, they may not have the correct understanding about what a marriage is, but it's not to be entered into lightly. 5, the thoughts of the righteous are right, but the counsels of the wicked are deceit. The thoughts of the righteous, they're correct. That what they think on, that what they think about. But these counsels, these guidings of the wicked are deceitful. They just don't get you nowhere. We'll find out. Time tells the story. Time tells the story. How long do you need? A couple thousand years? 5,000 years? What's it take? Does it take that long for everybody to get taught, or we got to teach every day of what the ordinances and statutes are here? Nobody getting out of here until everybody gets it done. 6, the words of the wicked are to lie in wait for blood, but the mouth of the upright shall deliver them. And these words of the wicked are just a lie in wait for blood. They're waiting for you to sin, waiting for you to take it. We can accuse, we can give you a place to go to repent. They always got a different way out of things. They just lie in wait, looking for souls, hunting for blood, to slay in the way. But the mouth of the upright shall deliver them. But the mouth of that which the word that comes forth from those that do the correct thing, it delivers them. Well, because they're going to correct themselves, and they try to practice what they preach. They try to practice what they say. That's what keeps them out of that way, because they do the correct thing. It's really a very simple thing. The wicked are overthrown and are not, but the house of the righteous shall stand. The wicked are overthrown, they are not, they're gone. they are overthrown by understanding. Knowledge comes in, little common sense takes hold, and that's it. They're gone. But the house of the righteous, it's going to be here. Why? Because the Lord's protecting it. That's correct. That's the correctness of life. 8. A man shall be commended according to his intelligence, but he that is of a distorted understanding shall be despised. A man shall be commended. This is not just a man, this is mankind. There's no gender intended here for those that want to try to use your gender to rule other people that just don't get it either. A man shall be commended according to his intelligence, according even to their intelligence. Everybody has an equal amount. Every soul gathers for itself that which the Lord has provided, that knowledge, that understanding, that wisdom. It wasn't genderless at the time it was spoken, and it never will be. And this one of a distorted understanding, he shall be despised. And I think that goes without saying. 9. Better is he that is lightly esteemed, and has a servant, than he that playeth the man of rank, and lacketh bread. And better is he that is lightly esteemed. This one who, nobody thinks he's no great man, like he's a bum. He's got a servant, and a servant is this one who assists. We can look at it more like an apprentice than this one that plays a man of rank. He plays like he's the big chief and he's the big boss, and he ain't got nothing to eat. He lacks bread. He lacks understanding, because we'll find out when we have to make others do something, it's not the right way to do it. Leading by example is always the way to go. It's easier to pull a string around than it is to push it. 10. A righteous man regards the life of his beast, but the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel. A righteous man regards the life of his beast. Man, he has compassion, basically, is what this is. He has compassion. He even has compassion for the animals, for the beast of the earth. But the tender mercies of the wicked, these are cruel. That's their tender mercy, just more cruelty. They only going to take advantage of, kick when you're down. That's what they tend to do, is kick when you're down. A lot of them don't know no better. And if we don't want to get down anyway. 11. He that tills his ground shall have plenty of bread, but he that follows after vain things is void of understanding. The one that tills his ground shall have plenty of bread. Why, he's preparing to plant. See, preparation's 9/10 of everything, my friend. And he's preparing. He's planting. He's looking for tomorrow. He's sowing these seeds that are going to bring forth a harvest whereby he can rest in. But this one that follows after these vain things, he got no understanding. He don't know what's going on. He don't know that this discord and this discontent, this contention that he's sowing in the earth, this perverseness, the condoning of it by taking part in it, is just a steady fight against the prosperity of knowledge and wisdom. And he's void of understanding. He don't know what's going on. He don't know what time of day it is. He don't know what season it is. He's not taking advantage of the chance that the Lord give him. 12. The wicked desires the prey of evil men, but the root of righteous yields fruit. The wicked desires the prey of evil men. They want what they got. They want what the bad man's got, because he seems to have a lot sometimes. But that which he has is not his. The root of the righteous yields fruit. The root, even, it doesn't have to be the branch. Even that which is solid and brings forth, it has that ability to produce from the earth or from the flesh that which is correct, that which is right, and it yieldeth it. And we will always see it. The constant struggle was represented by many cartoons in the old days, the good and the bad. And it's still a primary thought in people's lives today, that good and that bad, or that And because the Lord kind of give us this decision in the beginning that takes us all the way back to there. We call it life and death, good and bad. It's really a simple thing. And the Lord said, choose good, choose life. Choose to be alive, and choose to see these things, choose to do the right thing. 13. In the transgression of the lips is a snare to the evil man, but the righteous comes out of trouble. In the transgression of lips and these things that works in what we do, what we say, is a snare to the evil man. He catches him. He's taken by his own words. Our words are very, very influential on the understandings of other people. We may make a contract with our mouth that we really didn't know we did. And it's really simple, especially in today's times as language is used loosely. But the righteous comes out of trouble. He knows how to get out of it. It's fairly simple. Sometimes people get the wrong message of what we say, and we just have to explain it a little better. 14. A man shall be satisfied with good by the fruit of his mouth, and the doings of a man's hands shall be rendered unto him. A man shall be satisfied with the good by the good. This comes forth from the fruit of his mouth, these words that he says, that which we speak, and the doings of a man's hands shall be rendered unto him. And he gets the reward of his work. It's just like when we go out and do something, we get the benefits from our action. It's an energy we put forth, and we get the benefit of it. And just like the fruit of our mouth, the things we speak, we get the benefit of it. 15. The way of a fool is straight in his own eyes, but he that is wise hearkens unto counsel. The way of the fool is straight in his own eyes. He's already got it right. He don't need no help. Everybody can kind of just leave him alone. He's got it. He's got it. Remember, we've tried to say something before to him, but he already knows everything. He don't need nobody tell him what to do. But the wise, this one, he's going to listen to some counsel. He's going to listen to what you got to say because he knows there's things we all can learn. 16. A fool's vexation is presently known, but a prudent man concealeth shame. A fool's vexation, that's an idiot's trouble. Just to put it nicely, we can say a fool's vexation. But it's presently known. We already can see the trouble you're in. But this prudent man, he conceals shame. A prudent man is just somebody he's kind of subtle. He's kind of crafty, because we'll see that he's trying to learn, even as he goes, from his own mistakes and those mistakes of others. 17. He that breathes forth truth uttereth righteousness, but a false witness, deceit. And this one who breathes forth the truth, he's a righteous person. He's just. He's equal. We're going to find out. But this false witness, he's a liar. And that's what a false witness is. One who lies. He's a deceiver. He's one who's not telling you the truth. The truth's always a simple thing. The truth come out of the mouth of the Lord. He spoke these things. He said, do these things and live. 18. There is that speaks like the piercings of a sword, but the tongue of the wise is health. There is that speaks like the piercings of a sword, and these that have the word, it's like they can just drive it through you like a sword. And we're going to find out it's the truth and their ability to use it very effectively. But the tongue of the wise is health. It's not for destruction. The tongue of the wise is not to destroy, but to quicken, to cause it to live, to give it a little bit of life there. Sometimes all it takes is a spark. 19. The lip of truth shall be established forever, but a lying tongue is but for a moment. The lip of truth, that which works the word and understanding, shall be established forever. And it is, it has been, it always will be. It's the truth that goes forth as from the beginning. It's established in the law and the ordinances and the statutes of the Lord. The name, that presence of Him in your life that comes through the understanding of His law. But a lying tongue is but for a moment. Their words, their deceptions, it's for a moment. It's a thing that's going to pass. Some moments are longer than others. 20. Deceit is in the heart of them that devise evil, but to the counselors of peace is joy. Deceit is in the heart of them that devise evil. They think they're working on something. They think they've got it. I don't think they do. There's still a lot of wickedness and evil in society, and I think that's the overall workings of it. But to the counselors of peace, there's joy. And that's because we want to make a covenant. See, there's this desire for a covenant of peace. There's this desire for this. And that's the counseling of it, is always that there should be peace. That we might have joy and happiness in life, period, no matter what generation you are or what day you're born. But we'll find out. There's these that devise evil, and it seems to be working. 21. There shall no mischief befall the righteous, but the wicked are filled with evil. There shall be no mischief that will befall the righteous. No mischief, no trouble. Because he's correct. He's gonna stay steady about it in his way. He's hard on it. But the wicked are filled with this evil. They're filled because that's their punishment. And as bad as it is we get to see it, and it's no pleasurable thing to watch. 22. Lying lips are an abomination to the Lord, but they that deal truly are his delight. These lying lips. That's just simply a liar. It seems like we concentrate on that subject, the liars, perverters, the wicked, distorters of truth. They're just an abomination to the Lord, and it's a sickening thing. It's a very sickening thing. The Lord says, I give you a little bit of understanding, some knowledge and wisdom in the beginning, and this is what you do with it. Now those that deal truly, there is delight. Why? They got the truth on their lips, and that's all they got to say. The Lord give you the law. The Lord give me the law. The Lord give us all the law. Some listen. Some just seem to not. 23. A prudent man conceals knowledge, but the heart of the fools proclaims foolishness. A prudent man, he kind of tucks it away and hides it. He keeps a little bit of it for himself. But the heart of the fool, he just goes around proclaiming his foolishness, proclaiming his ignorance. It's all visible. You can't really hide from nobody. Your actions are speaking louder than your words. You say one thing and then you do another. 24. The hand of the diligent shall bear rule, but the slothful shall be under tribute. This hand, the work of those that are steadfast, they're going to bear the rule. They're going to stay on top. But the slothful, the one that ain't going to do nothing, he's going to be under tribute. And that seems to be the whole deal. Sometimes we get to living in too much tranquility. We get a little too much peace in our life, and we become slothful. Many things need done in life. It's not just those that we do to live, to earn our bread, but there's other things that have to be tended to, and that's society. We get that through the teaching of our children, and we have to bring them up, and we have to maintain a form of society that we want to live in. And sometimes we just get a little lazy in that. 25. Care in the heart of a man boweth it down, but a good word makes it glad. Care in the heart of a man, and compassion. Heaviness, I believe the King James Version says, is humility. The word is da'aka. Anxious care, anxiety, that which is caused from maybe over-concentrating on a matter to enlighten, to cause great concern, maybe, to worry about things too much. It bows it down. It humbles you. but a good word makes it glad. But just, a little something sometimes we can say helps us all out. 26. The righteous is guided by his friend, but the way of the wicked leads them astray. The righteous is guided. Those that are correct, they are guided by his friend. And we're going to see that that's that one who stays with you. That's that one who's trying to keep you in the right way. Not saying, trying to lead you off, to go do the wicked, get you in trouble. This goes a long way. It knows no age. 27. The slothful man shall not hunt his prey, but the precious substance of men is to be diligent. The slothful man shall not hunt his prey. He gives up before he gets started. He gave up before he got out there and got started. But the precious substance of men is to be diligent. Diligent, unwavering. The word is karutz, and what it means is to be sharp, to be intelligent, to be diligent, steadfast in what you're trying to get done. You're like dug in, some say, dug in like an Alabama tick in my diligence to prevail even against the adversary or the adversity of life. 28. In the way of righteousness is life, and in the pathway thereof there is no death. The way of righteousness is life. That path to correctness, always making that right decision, is going to give you life. Life's happiness, life's not regret. Life's that favorable decision, not the unfavorable one. That's where we find life, joy, happiness, and that's the overall intent, that you should be happy with your decisions. You should be, and it's always going to help if you got a little guidance along the way, because in that pathway thereof there's no death. There is no death. It doesn't exist there in that pathway that leads of life, of understanding, because that's what we're looking forward to. That place where there is no death, and that way that leads there is always going to be the same way it has been from the beginning. The way, the understanding, the knowledge, and the wisdom the Lord give you to get there. We're going to move forward to Proverbs 13. Turn and return.